there, a very good evening to you. You're watching the news live on Channel I and I'm Nitya Chandra.
And Manoj Hettiarachi. A look at the headlines.
The President reiterates that he has fulfilled the responsibility given to him by all communities to eliminate tiger terrorism from the motherland. The Holy Pope pledges Sri Lankans that he will visit the island shortly. The members of the Mahasangha vehemently condemn the Venerable Sobhita Thera's statement on war crime investigation. The National Rupavahini's Business Crown competition begins. Japan's ruling party candidate has been elected governor of Tokyo after winning the election.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa says that all conspiracies against the motherland are targeted against the people of Sri Lanka. He noted that he has fulfilled the responsibility vested in him by Sinhala, Tamil and Muslim communities. The President reiterated that he is prepared to face any repercussions arising from this responsibility. President Rajapaksa was speaking at the opening ceremony of the Hambantota District Main Steering Office of the Alliance in Ambalantota this morning. There is no human right higher than the right of people to live anywhere in the island. He said that this freedom has been given to all communities in the country. The President pointed out that several conspiracies are being hatched by foreign elements against this freedom. Addressing the gathering, President Mahinda Rajapaksa said that these people are lobbying to provide human rights which are already given to the people in the north. He asked as to what more rights should be given, more than the right to live in freedom. The government has already restored the right of parents to send their children to schools and to engage in employment according to their wish. Tigers attacked Gaul and Kirinde areas in a merciless manner. Everything is forgotten. These people are scolding in Sri Lanka and when in overseas. Some people visit Sri Lanka for 2 or 3 days. They are used to writing reports against the country during this period. They highlight a bad situation prevailing in Sri Lanka. These are conspiracies against the people of this country as well as the army. It is aimed at destroying the nation. The President said that we are not afraid of anyone because we have not committed any offense. Ministers Professor G.R. Pires, Mahinda Amaravira, Johnston Fernando and parliamentarians Namal Rajapaksa and Shanta Bandara were present.
Well, His Holiness Pope Francis I has said that he would make a visit to Sri Lanka. His Holiness the Pope met the Sri Lankans in Italy at 5 p.m. Sri Lankan time at the St. Peter's Basilica in Rome yesterday. Around 20,000 Sri Lankans were present at this occasion. Sri Lankans serving in faraway areas in Italy have converged on St. Peter's Basilica from the previous night. Such an opportunity was not given to Sri Lankans earlier. St. Peter's Basilica was confined to Sri Lankans only yesterday. They said that this was a very special occasion and it will go down in the history of Catholics of the island nation. Some of them said that they were very happy because they were given this opportunity promptly. Many Sri Lankans visited this place from faraway areas. Many Buddhists were among the large gathering. They said that they were very happy to see the pontiff. This was a great blessing for the Sri Lankans and the government. And it depicts the unity of the country.
ඉතින් එච්චර දුරක ඉඳන් මෙහෙට එන්න ලැබිච්ච එකත් ලොකු භාග්‍යයක්. මේ බුද්ධ ආගමේ 아무ත් අපි හරියම ආසාවක් අර අපිට ලොකු සතුටක් දැනෙනවා.
මේ අවස්ථාව අපේ මුළු ලංකාවටම ලොකු විශේෂ ආශිර්වාදයක්.
එකමුතුභාවය ගැන විදහා දක්වන අවස්ථාවක් මේක රෝමේ.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවටත් අපේ රජයටත් අපි සියලු දෙනාටම ලොකු භාග්‍යයක් ලොකු ආශිර්වාදයක් කියලා මම හිතනවා.
A special mass was conducted at St. Peter's Basilica before the meeting between His Holiness the Pope and the Sri Lankans. It was conducted by His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit. This was the first time that a mass was conducted in Sinhala at the main altar of St. Peter's Basilica. Later, a dancing event depicting Sri Lankan culture was staged. Such an opportunity was not given to any country in the world so far. Thereafter, His Holiness the Pope arrived in St. Peter's Basilica amidst the applause of Sri Lankans. He said that he will definitely visit Sri Lanka shortly.
Per l'invito di visitare Sri Lanka e io accolgo questo invito e credo che il Signore ci darà la grazia.
His Holiness the Pope said that he will accept the invitation extended by the Sri Lankan government. Several ministers and MPs were present on behalf of the government.
The members of the Mahasangha vehemently condemned the statement made by the Venerable Madhuluave Sobhitathera, emphasizing the need of an international investigation into alleged war crimes claimed to have taken place in Sri Lanka. The Venerable Sobhitathera has highlighted this issue in an interview with an international Tamil website recently. The Thinakural newspaper published this feature article on the 2nd of this month in its 5th page. The UN Human Rights Council and Western countries, along with Tiger sympathizers, are preparing to exert pressure on Sri Lanka at the upcoming Human Rights Council session in Geneva. The members of the Mahasangha accused the Venerable Sobhitathera for giving an interview to the newspaper, extending his fullest support towards this end. He has also explained in detail about amendments required for the Constitution of Sri Lanka. The members of the Mahasangha vehemently condemned this statement of the Venerable Sobhitathera as he has voiced his support to Western moves against Sri Lanka from within the country itself. A secretary of the Patriotic Bhikkhu Front, the Venerable Bingamwe Nalagathera, said that if such statements were aimed at allowing international community to level criminal charges against the country, then it is a betrayal against the nation or else displaying foolishness. He said that the members of the Mahasangha condemn any attempt of engaging in a political struggle in the country making such statements. The chief Sanghanayaka of Bintan province, the Venerable Navimane Dambananda Thera, said that the statement made by the Venerable Sobhitathera cannot be condoned by citizens of Sri Lanka and Buddhist priests.
Well, we now bring you a special feature on election campaigns of political parties in the upcoming provincial polls. An election campaign meeting of the UPFA candidate M.H.M. Mansell contesting the Western Provincial Council election was held at the SLFP office in Grand Pass yesterday. Mr. Faisal Mustafa was the chief guest. UNP Kasbah electorate organizations meeting and a public rally were held in Piliyandala with the participation of senior MPs. Measures have been taken to create awareness among alliance candidates of Kaltara district. The meeting was held at the SLFP Public Relations Office in Kaltara under the patronage of Minister W. D.J. Sanivaratna today. A meeting organized to create awareness among candidates contesting in provincial council elections was held in Battaramula today. Leaflets with instructions on the election were distributed among the candidates. MEP Kadwala Party Office and Women's Organisation were formed at a meeting chaired by Minister Dinesh Gunawardena.
The first phase of the 2014 National Rupavahini Business Crown has been launched. The aim is to introduce excellent businessmen in the country to coincide with the Dayata Kirula National Exhibition. The main objective is to identify businessmen of excellence selected from among Puttalam, Kurunagala and Kagala district business community and felicitate them at national level. The contribution of relevant district chambers of commerce and industries will be sought for this purpose. 45 best businessmen will be selected from 3 districts after calling for applications. The competition to select the businessmen of excellence will be conducted in small, medium and large-scale categories. The Ministry of Telecommunications and Information Technology will provide resource contributions. The Bank of Ceylon and Unilever are the financial sponsors. The Puttalam District Workshop of the Business Crown 2014 competition was held today, with Minister Ranjit Simbalapitiya as the chief guest. A large number of businessmen in the district participated. The chief executive of the Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation, Gamini Rasaputra, pointed out that small, medium and large-scale businessmen will get many benefits from this competition. He added that business community in 3 districts and their successful businesses will be identified and a proper assessment will be conducted. At the main awards presentation ceremony, businessmen of excellence in 3 districts will be presented with awards by President Mahinda Rajapaksa on the 22nd of this month. Minister Ranjit Simbalapitiya paid a tribute to Rupavahini Corporation for its attempt to encourage businessmen at grassroots level. He pointed out that Rupavahini Corporation has given an opportunity to encourage business community in 3 districts. He paid a tribute to Rupavahini for coming forward to organize this competition. It is a very important initiative, he said. The acting Chief Minister of the Northwestern Province, Sanat Nishant, several people's representatives and Rupavahini officials attended the workshop. The Kankala District Workshop will be held at a Blue Sky Hotel tomorrow. The police called on candidates contesting the Western and Southern Provincial Council election not to engage in election campaigns in an illegal manner. Police media spokesman Senior SP Ajit Rohana says that the IGP has directed OICs of police stations in the 2 provinces to take stringent legal action against persons violating election laws. The police received complaints with regard to election campaigns being conducted in an illegal manner in several areas. Special police teams have been deployed to combat such campaigns. Special attention will be focused on displaying cutouts, banners and posters at prohibitive places. Police media spokesman Senior SP Ajit Rohana noted that police permission has been made compulsory in organizing political positions and opening political party offices. He added that only candidates will be allowed to display stickers and flags on their vehicles. Flags, posters and cutouts could be displayed at a place where the police had given permission to conduct a political meeting. Such flags, posters and cutouts could be displayed at the political party office opened with the permission of the police. Persons who violate election laws will be taken into custody by the police. Legal action will be taken against them for offences committed by them with regard to public property. Senior SP Ajit Rohana further noted that they have received several complaints relating to upcoming elections. The Assistant Commissioner of Elections has made a complaint with regard to irregularities in the nomination list of 39 candidates contesting under the banner of Navasama Samaj Party from Gampha district. It has been revealed that 3 candidates in the list were not residing in relevant areas. It is an offence under the election law as well as the Sri Lanka Criminal Code for preparing a forged document. The alliance candidate contesting the upcoming Southern Provincial Council, Ajit Prasanna, has been taken into custody for obstructing police duty. He clashed with the police when he was marching in a procession along with his supporters in the Galle town on the 6th of this month. The police said that they will file charges before the court against Ajit Prasanna for wearing a military jungle uniform.
Well, President Mahinda Rajapaksa participated in several ceremonies, including the National Independence Day main ceremony last week, with the participation of massive crowds. A large number of people attended the Independence Day ceremony held in Kegol. The President exchanged pleasantries with the people who were at these ceremonies. This is the 66th National Independence Day ceremony and was held in a dignified manner in Kegol town under the theme of Let Us Unite to Build a World-Conquering Nation. Addressing the gathering, President Rajapaksa said that the government is not prepared to deprive the country of independence. He added that everyone should rally round to protect the peace and unity of Sri Lanka. He added that the government is not prepared to deprive the country of independence under any circumstances.
අපි දිනාගත්ත නිදහස රටට අහිමි කරන්න අපි සූදානම් නැහැ කියන එක අපි පැහැදිලිව කියනවා.
A large number of people converged on Kagor from early hours to welcome the president. They were happy to see their head of state. President Rajapaksa exchanged pleasantries in a friendly manner with the people who were present at the Independence Day ceremony. A progress review meeting on the construction work of Lotus Tower in Colombo was held at Temple Trees in Colombo. President Mahinda Rajapaksa reiterated the need of maintaining all these projects in a proper manner. A report of the committee appointed to make recommendations on the revival of Buddhist culture was presented to the President by its members headed by eminent Buddhist priests. The President directed officials to organize a special national ceremony to commemorate Anagarika Dharmapala. The newly established bell tower and eternal lamp at Sri Padamalu have been offered to the Buddhasasana at a ceremony held recently. At this historic occasion, the President offered flowers to Sri Pada on board a special helicopter.
The government plans to develop Sri Lanka's national road network widely with the aim of upgrading transport facilities and reconstruct underdeveloped roads. Plans have been devised to construct several express highways, high-standard new roads and rural roads countrywide. The government has allocated large sum of money for this purpose in accordance with the Mahinda Chintana Forward Vision. The country's vehicle importation has increased rapidly with the opening up of the economy in 1977. But the road network has not been developed on par with the increasing number of vehicles. The present government has accorded priority to the development of urban and rural roads. Under this initiative, it is scheduled to build circular roads and exchange centers in urban council areas, main cities and urban centers. The aim is to minimize urban vehicular traffic. Vehicular productivity has increased with the modernization of the road network. It saves a large sum of much-needed foreign exchange spent to import vehicle spare parts and to bring down the cost of fuel. The stretch of road from Gaur to Matara on the Southern Express Highway is to be vested in the people within the next few days. The construction work of the stretch of road from Matara to Hambantota will also begin concurrently. The first phase from Matara to Biliatta, second phase from Biliatta to Vatiya, and the third up to Andiravava is to be completed accordingly. Later, it will be connected from Andiravava to Mattala and Hambantota. The Katunayake Airport and the Mattala Airport will be connected by a single express highway network with the completion of the construction work of all three phases of the express highway project.
Well, several rural development projects have been completed in the Hiniduma area. A few more projects will be launched tomorrow under the patronage of President Mahinda Rajapaksa. A 13-kilometer road from Batahena to Dunhena in Hiniduma has been completed at a cost of over 220 million rupees spent by Economic Development Ministry. People of several villages including Batahena, Habarakada and Kumbaregoda will be benefited. The road was in a dilapidated condition. People found it difficult to take a patient to the hospital. Villagers are now happy with the development of the road. The carpeting of the road is like giving wealth to the poor. The 31.5-kilometer Hiniduma-Opata-Pitapatara road development project begins tomorrow. A sum of 630 million rupees will be allocated for this purpose. 24 new bridges will also be built under this project. People lauded the government for initiating these development programs. This road development was carried out after 15 years. Earlier, transportation was a difficult task for the people. They have made this demand a long time ago, but it was unheeded. President Mahinda Rajapaksa will declare open the Hiniduma-Panangala Gangarama bridge built across Ginganga tomorrow. The total cost of the project was in the region of over 40 million rupees. People in several villages including Eppala, Panangala, Kakuluhena and Gangoda will be benefited. The people are in debt to the leader for carrying out these development activities. The people used a ferry to cross the river at this point. Now a bridge is built to connect the two areas, bringing many benefits to the village. The construction work of the Vajrayana Thera Memorial Hall at Panangala Gangarama Mahapirivan has been completed at a cost of 8 million rupees. It will be vested in Buddhasasana tomorrow.
First Lady Madam Shriranti Rajapaksa told an international women's conference in Bangalore, India yesterday that the government has taken several successful measures towards empowering women of Sri Lanka. The conference was organized by Indian spiritual leader and humanitarian Sri Ravi Shankar's Living of Art Foundation. The theme of the conference was the evolution towards perfection. First Lady Madam Shriranti Rajapaksa delivered the keynote address at the 6th session of the conference. She noted that Sri Lanka's constitution has clearly endorsed women's rights. According to Sri Lanka's Women's Charter, women in the island are entitled for several rights, including political and civil rights, education, economic benefits, security and nutrition, as well as a life without any abuse and harassment. She added that the task of women is very important towards the social progress among nations as well as at a global level. First Lady Madam Shriranti Rajapaksa noted that the organizing of international conferences such as this for future welfare of women is praiseworthy. Former TV presenter and Cabinet Minister Yoichi Mazuzo has won the election today for Tokyo Governor by a wide margin. The vote is being seen as a popular verdict on the use of nuclear power. Mazuzo agrees with government plans to restart Japan's nuclear reactors, while his two closest rivals campaigned on an anti-nuclear platform. A field of 16 men fought a 2-week campaign to become chief executive of the city of 13 million people. Turnout in Tokyo was low as the capital, like much of Japan, is enveloped in its heaviest snowfall in decades. The weather was to blame for at least 5 deaths and 600 injuries across the country by early today. Mazuzo has the backing of Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's Conservative Liberal Democratic Party.
After the worst snowstorm in 30.
Together with Nithya and Sharifa, wish you a very pleasant night.
Good.